Example 1. Consider a project in which 4 bidders have quoted. The estimated cost of the project is rupees 1 lakh and details of the scores in technical bids and value of their financial bids are given above. Now the situation need not be all that simple. If you now consider a different situation for the same project of the estimate of Indian rupees 100,000 rupees, the details of technical bids and the financial bids of 4 bidders are available to us. What we are saying is that there is a technical bid, and based on some criteria, we are not getting into that criteria in this evaluation here in this lecture. But at some point of time, perhaps we will. Let us say that we have able to evaluate the 4 bidders at 80, 75, 45 and 60 out of 100 points, and the financial bid in Indian rupees given by these bidders is this. Now, what could be the options? The options could be that the bid should be evaluated in manner that the technical score must be more than 50. So basically what we are that a person or a bidder should have at least 50 points out of 100 in the technical bid for technically quite qualified bidders. Then cost will be the only criteria to select the contractor. If this was the rule, then the bidder C gets disqualified because this number is less than 50. So this goes out of the consideration altogether, and among those that survive, that is A, B and D, we can arrange them in the order of cost, and we find that B is the lowest, followed by D and followed by A. So in this case, the decision is again simple. B is awarded the job. So what we have done here is said that there is a threshold technical score beyond which everybody is equal. So we are not trying to differentiate between D, which has scored 60 points, and A, which has scored 80 points on the technical bid. Now, if we want to incorporate this, we will have to give a weightage to the technical scores and to the financial scores. So that is what is done here in an alternative scenario where we can say that the technical score must be more than 50, which is the same condition as the last one. And we have said that the job is awarded to the bidder with the highest composite score, evaluated by considering equal weightage to technical and financial bids. It is easier said than done because what we have is information like this. Of course, without getting into the details as to how these points or marks were arrived at, we have an even bigger problem of converting this to same kind of marks. How do we convert the quoted prices, which is a financial bid, into marks so that we can arrive at a composite score? Now, one alternative or a possibility could be that award 100 marks to the lowest bidder and allocate marks to the other proportionately relative to that. If you do that exercise, of course, C gets eliminated in the first round because of this 45 being less than 50. Score for bidder A is equal to 100 minus bracket 110 minus 98 divided by 98 plus 100 bracket close is equal to 87.76, where 110 is the financial bid of A and 98 is the financial bid of lowest bidder B. As far the others are concerned, B, which is the lowest bidder financially, is awarded 100 points, and for A the score is 87.76, arrived at by saying that okay, this was 110, this was the lowest bidder, and with this simple linear equation we get 87.76 arrived at by saying that okay, this was 110, this was the lowest bidder, and with this simple linear equation we get 87.76. Similarly, we can get 97.96 marks for D. So if we do that, then what we have is this is our technical score, and this is our financial score. We can calculate the composite score by giving an equal weightage to these, and we get these numbers. Remember that in this case we have used a 50-50 criteria, that is the technical bid and the financial bid are equally weighted. Now if this happens, then the highest composite score is 87.5, and with this score bidder B wins the bid. Now of course there is no sacrosanct reason why the weightage of the technical bid and financial bid should be 50-50. A bid which is too much lower than the estimate can be looked upon with suspicion. We can have a clause disqualifying a bidder if the bid value is lower than 80% of the estimated cost. Having said that, we must also remember that no matter what we do, if we want to evaluate the bidders for technical performance, the exact procedure as to how the marks will be awarded should be declared upfront. It should be part of the conditions of the contract so that the bidders really know that these are the parameters on which the technical evaluation will be done, and no change should be made after the game has started. So it is clear from some of the examples that we did that depending on the weightages that we assign, the whole call could be cancelled.